Here we go then. Map 1, Lynn Vision NKT. This is NKT's pick. And as we prefaced in the pregame, it's not going to be a fun time if they don't collect this one. Looking at Lynn Vision, this is potentially a weakness. So, I have high hopes. And we're getting aggressive straight down mid Lynn Vision. This is going to be a punchy pistol round. How have they not seen anybody? This is so aggressive.
A lot of space created here. Zenzo, I think he hears all the information. Area spot. First fight not going to go his way. Westman will crack open things. That's all of Banana and mid taken. They know exactly where NKT are going. It has to be an A finish.
Oh, the bomb is still stuck here in underpass. Oh, no. Oh, no, that's a disaster. The bomb is dropped. The T side has the A bomb site. Role reversal here, and this is catastrophic. How do you get back? They're just trapped in the apartments. XigN here is on the bomb site. My pick of Westmelon, but now the game is given up. They're finding so many frags, 3 kills immediately. Still a difficult situation, but at least in the realms of possibility. And somehow, out of being trapped on the bomb site, when Lynn Vision knew they had the bomb, Needless Jules leads to a one-on-one. And Yami's going to take this slow. Nelly's repositioning. Oh, it's amazing we even ended up here. And how on earth is NKT in a doable situation?
How would this happen? Bomb would be collected 35 seconds. And we were saying in the pregame, if someone's going to step up for Lynn Vision, and it's not the Starries of the world or the Zakis of the world, it has to be Nelly. And now's a good opportunity. That bomb will go down. Running out B, not heard as well. Nelly's got no clue in the world. What is this round? How has this even happened? How have we got to a point of saying it's a post-ball situation in a 1 versus 1? Overextensions by Lynn Vision are so costly now, and on Nelly's high 10 again, no kit to work with as well. He has to get there quick, find that duel, kill him, and they get on the bomb. And that bomb will already be a quarter of the way gone by the time he even gets to the site.
The smoke is so annoying as well. He's actually going to go for it. Fortunately, Yami's nowhere near to contest. But as mentioned, we've got no kit. We've got to get on it soon. Time is starting to dwindle. Yami bides his time. Quick peek, sees him off the bomb. That's enough. That's confirmation. Pissed around will go the way of NKT. And honestly, wow. I swear, if I was coaching Lynn Vision in this game, I'd call an immediate pause and tell people to get their stuff together. Because that was massive overfacing. You knew where the bomb was. And you knew players were stuck on the A bomb site. All you had to do was sit in mid and play off each other. And that is an unlosable situation.
I'd be furious. I mean, that is literally an unlosable round. And how have they managed to choke that one out? I mean, I think that's a pretty clear example to me of Lynn Vision's overconfidence coming towards this game. They just assume that this is going to be an easy run out. And hey, they've thrown it away. Pop shots come through. Not going to find too much Zaka refacing. This time we'll find a tag. I mean, for seconds as well. I mean, he is hungry for that frag. Not going to be giving it. But Westmelon once again to open things up. That's Corker.
Wow. Okay, they're here to play. Yami's already tagged up as well for good measure. Ooh. What do you do from here? NKT XigN just need that player on the one with high HP. But now Lynn Vision can get comfortable. They've got banana control. Westmelon's got the nades. He can hold on to this for longer. Flashbang comes out just as he tries to buy a tad more time. Jump spotting, he sees a player coming through. So he dips himself away. Smoke should slow players down. Urcast might think of going through this. But as he peeks out to dispense his smoke, he is dropped. And oh my god. There's been a team nade kill. No. What's happened?
It's crumbling. It's crumbling. 9. Bomb dropped. The remaining 2 of NKT are in a horrible spot. 9 and 4.
What's happened?
Just the smoke dissipates and he doesn't react. And Westmelon gets yet another freebie. Is it going to be a quad for him? Only one more person to face. It's XigN. This is done. Bomb collected. 48 points made. A shot, to be fair, but the scout holding and coffins. He can't even get towards site. He can't rotate back towards A. He doesn't have time, first of all. Like 7 points for AP. And a lovely headshot to see it off. What a weird round. But Alan, these first 2 rounds,
they're madness.
It's very hard to just describe what we've seen.
I mean, I'm watching the game. I see a nade kill. I assume it was a CT nade kill, and then it takes me a few seconds to register what's actually happened. I don't even know how that's possible. He must have maybe trying to nade CT, and then his teammate dies, so he tries to... It's unthinkable. And Zaka has decided to interject even more insanity with a crazy scout headshot. So that's beautiful. But Lynn Vision, I mean, at least from their perspective, the sins, the woes of the pistol round are undone with that force buy win. Terrible economic position for NKT. Their buy is absolutely shocking. So, yeah, righted some of those wrongs from the pistol round a little bit earlier.
Well, I mean, this has been chaos to say the least, but Lynn Vision, thankfully, in terms of their mental sense of kind of regained a bit of control. I mean, that pistol throwaway, I think they know how bad that one was. And well, off the back of that force buy, it's worked wonders. For NKT, nothing really to be brought to the table. It's a full buy, but they haven't really got a lot to work with. So yeah, it's just pistols. Pop shot won't find too much. The nade after the fact might find a little bit of damage. They're trying to bait in towards that MP9. For now, won't be given. And nade could do a chunk. But no, avoided.
I like how that nade does nothing, but when it's his own teammate's nade, it's absolutely catastrophic. That's the way it goes. Here comes the flashback. Westmoreland hears that one coming in. He tucks up in the corner. Got a teammate. That's Zaka. Not even needed to be deployed. And this is perfect. This is absolutely sensational. Bomb is dropped in banana. It's just 9 here. A kill would be nice. Doesn't find the initial connection. Actually gets a little bit of a shot, but not too much damage. Tagged up, goes down. 5 alive for Lynn Vision. This is going to be a heavy eco in the following. It's what I often say now is losing that second round is worse than losing pistol. And this is why. Because these buys are just terrible. You get a bad force buy, a full eco, and then not even a good first gun round. This is perfect for Lynn Vision.
Exactly. The current meta of how CS is right now, the pistol round doesn't actually mean anything. It's all about that second round. That force buy, right? Both teams, as we always see, doesn't matter if you're CT or T side, you force buy into the second round. Regardless of the result, regardless of bomb plan or not, that's how it works, right? And whoever wins it sets the tone for the earlier part of the game. And this is exactly what we're seeing happen right now. As you can see, they are in a rough spot. No man's land. There's Nelly for a double. Coming in for support as well. Starry will step up for 2 of his own, make that 3. It is a massacre in towards mid, a cleanup of the highest regard. Of course, just pistols, but not even remotely expensive towards Lynn Vision. No casualties mean they are absolutely thrilled. Full buy. Coming out for AKT in towards the next, and essentially Lynn Vision is a bonus. They convert this map starts to slip away.
It's in situations like these that these full resets are so scary. Lynn Vision have kept 5 alive for 2 rounds. They kept 5 alive for 2 rounds because there's been no investment really. Force buy is weak. That one's a full eco, and now they got so much cash. And knowing it's a force buy, look at this 4B start. Well, thankfully NKT aren't in a position to exploit A soon, but Lynn Vision. Well, they've sent all the cavalry in here. Time to get out of dodge and back to A because you have got banana control. We don't need 4 guys here anymore.
Well, bit of contacts, bit of presence shown. And the brakes pumped ever so slightly by NKT. Not really going to do too much off the back of it. Looking for maybe a bit of a way in. Smoke coming through. Zaka trying to use a little bit of a gap on that right-hand side with the scouts. Won't be given too much. For NKT, they're a bit nervous, a bit precarious.
I'm really confused as to why another Lynn Vision player didn't drop some more nades for Zaka. There might be some in CT now. He's running back. He's actually looking for them. They've lost them. Yeah, they should have given him some nice nades. That would have been a nice way to play it. But for the moment, still hanging here onto banana. That's a ripper. That's a ripper from 9. Now they've got a man advantage. They've got a bit of banana control. And Lynn Vision have got to make some hard decisions because they don't really have information right now. Where do you stack? Where do you lean? Do you make an information play? Sitting back does not feel like a good idea.
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, as we stand, 5 versus 4 for NKT. They're more than happy just to slowly push their way forward. And it looked like they were going to go towards B, but no, that bomb rotated back over towards A. It's the right call, but Nelly's rotating away. He needs to hightail it back. They're going for a 2-2 split, but it might be too late.
Here we go. Starry tucked into pit on the bike. Using that one-way flash is a tiny bit late, but look at the time. The time is the 6th player for this CT side. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. This round's over. This round's over. If that's 5 seconds earlier, that bomb gets planted. We're in a very competitive after plant. But Lynn Vision had that extra man on their side, just enough to get them over the line. And given that was essentially a bonus round, it doesn't matter if they lose a few guns. They're going to pick up some AKs off the ground, though, by fighting into the next. And NKT can't get anything rolling after that pistol round conversion.
That's a rough one to lose, because the fact that it is a bonus as well makes it all the more prevalent in terms of how rough that is and how rough this is starting to look already for NKT. Their map pick, their win factor in our eyes Hey, this is looking too good right now. Utah will come through, of course, for the T side. They got a little bit of something to work with. Those 2 AKs, upgraded pistols. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. It needs to be a bomb plant. If they want any sort of longevity, yes, they've got loss bonus already, but a bomb plant will bring that slight stability to their economy and kind of put them in a point where they're not consistently hard reset back to 0, back to, you know, full ecos.
They need a plant here because 9 and Urkas are full invested. They don't plant here. Those 2 on Galils in the following round. So a bit of a risk. And Lynn XigN have a great lead. 4 over here on towards A. Zaka connects. He's got a teammate to help him in towards Arch. And this split is starting to fall apart by the seams. They have actually found 1 kill on short. And Starry's under a lot of pressure. He's the only player actually on the bomb side. Smokes have isolated out his teammates. Deploys his smoke up into the apartment to try and isolate out one of those angles. But there's a player already in grave. 9 hits a second. And suddenly out of nowhere, we've generated a doable situation. Smoke on Urkas. That will go on Moto. That will slow down this retake. And with a lack of utility from the CT side, I think they need to wait this smoke out. This has suddenly become the most competitive round since the pistol round.
It has. Bomb goes down. Post-spawn set up 3 versus 3. Urka's taking quite a bit of damage. So for him, could be the win factor, I guess, for Lynn XigN. But he could tuck himself in towards the corner. X-Pro can't find a duel just yet. He won't be given anything. It's just great discipline from NKT, not showing face. As time starts to tick, it's getting daunting for a spot and Urkas to fall. 1 in towards Graveyard, but it's time to step up. They're crumbling. I think time's already ticked. Yes, they find all the kills, but for Lynn XigN, it won't be the round. 2nd on the board for NKT, and desperately needed to.
Wow, what a conversion. And as mentioned, they felt like they needed something. The gun rounds were so woeful. Losing control, losing numbers early. This one, I don't think they should have ever won this. I mean, Zaka finds the first, 4 on A essentially for Lynn XigN, and they can't defend it. That's the first time, well, of course, the pistol. The first time on a gun round, they dropped the ball in this half, and that was a pretty big mistake. It's going to blunt their economy kind of a lot, having to, of course, full invest again. But yeah, Lynn XigN showing a few signs of weakness, and I guess we didn't see those signs yesterday. They look flawless.
That's it. That's a bit of a rookie error made, because there's some longer term implications. Pop shot coming with the AWP won't find too much. Information gaining towards mid, but the shot's not quite hitting just yet. But Westman has pushed so aggro here.
Cheeky angle. Cheeky angle. Remember as well that because they knew there was no AWP in play and they wouldn't have enough loss bonus or win bonus, I guess, from the previous. There's no AWP guaranteed for NKT, so Zaka very confident with that initial peak. And he should continue to be confident because he knows there isn't one around. And again, Lynn XigN, it's standard simple CS. We take banana, we lean 4A. And NKT have actually ran into this 4A stack a lot of times. They're not working too hard to clear out banana, and it would be a mistake here to commit onto A before pushing Westman back and forcing a rotation. Okay, wow.
Senzu. Okay, all right. He finds one. Urkas was pushed up deep into a shot. Didn't even expect them so close. You will double back, so I guess the fortunate sign there. Zion will join up. It's looking like, though, they want to head towards B. 3 players making their way there, and the bomb joining them. So the B side is where they're heading. And it's only Expo 21 points of HP to deny. Thankfully, a rotation of the AWP has come over. But time is ticking.
Is there more nades? Is there more nades? Zaka doesn't have... Zaka's a flashbang, but Expo's so low. Is this flashbang going to come in? Smoke soon to fade. X-Pro is playing a very dangerous game as there are 4 players in front of him. 1 kill, honestly, is a good result. But now it's on Zaka. Dancing around the pillar, taking shots. Can't get another opportunity. Man advantage now as the bomb gets planted. There is a Molotov here on Starry, but it's the flashbang that comes into play. His teammate's taken down. But Nelly, 1-on-1. Urkas is low. He's stuck on the pillar. Nelly repositions. There's nowhere for Urkas to go. Bullets shrouding around him. And indeed he goes down. What a clutch from Nelly. That was by all means far from a clean round from Lynn XigN. But Nelly saves him in the end.
It looked lost as well. Nelly stepped up, and thankfully, kind of the player that we highlight of someone who's going to be a bit of an issue towards the NKT roster does exactly that. And the AWP scooped up as well is just a cherry on top. For X-Pro, super risky here, but actually works wonders. It sort of slows them down momentarily and allows for that rotation to come over from A. 5-2 with a 3-round lead as well. Lynn XigN in a great spot. And similarly, a story that we've told quite a few times already. For NKT, money is not fantastic, so neither will their buy. Next screen, just pistols in towards the next, and on paper, it should be a pretty clean 6 for Lynn Vision here. NKT, this is the cycle they're stuck in. It's full buy-in, not being converted. Yes, they get a bomb plant, but yeah, it's rough. Next attack coming through, avoided for the most part as Westman is down to half HP.
Zaka on the angle. Can't connect. NKT having to rethink their plans here after a lot of presence early on Banana. Looks like A is the portal. Make their way over. And I think if you're Lynn Vision, you're just kind of thankful that you're not against a buy for once here. You can have a bit of a breathing room after the absolute carnage has ensued in the last few rounds. Starry tucks himself into Graveyard. Great anti-flash position. And actually, there are no flashes left on this T side. They got to go in dry. Nelly's posted up as well. This setup should be a meat grinder for them to pass. They actually make it into pit, which is already a bit of a result, but it's not going to matter. Starry, he's playing aimbots. First free found. He dearly love an ace. There comes the 4th. Last is in pit. Can he get it done? Dancing around. We'll give him credit for the attempt. We'd have loved the ace. And Starry there, showcasing his mechanical prowess. What an individual.
Yeah, really, what a step up. What a step up from Starry. I mean, yeah, you can make the argument of the low buy, but to isolate these fights in the way he did as well, and barely take any damage before that final fight, credit to him. Really is credit. Either way, NKT, not expected round for them to convert. This one has to be. Full buy coming through. Senzu wielding the AWP as well in an attempt to challenge Zaka, who's been getting a lot of mid control. I mean, for free as well. Very rarely pushed off that angle. This time, slower attempt. Maybe taking that short aggression. No, going in towards apps with the AWP. Senzu has mid for free. Holding in towards Boiler. Starry. He'll post up.
Gonna push through, actually. Decides to play this side. On the top of Boiler. And, yeah, he knows his angles. 1 kill found. Zaka needs to get out of here before he indeed makes the spam as well. And looks like we're in for a little bit of downtime as we calm down into this 4-4. I will say the most concerning part about this half so far for NKT is Lynn Vision have made 2 massive mistakes. They threw that pistol round, and they lost a round against the low buy when they had 4A and a man advantage. That's the 2 rounds NKT have won. And also in the mix, there's been a lot of close scenarios where NKT haven't converted in the afterplants. So I think if you look at it across the board objectively, you're saying if Lynn Vision just tighten up a little bit, convert their advantages, this isn't even the game. Lynn Vision are way ahead.
Yeah, exactly. 45 seconds to work with NKT. Decision looks like it's going to be B. Nade will come through, but X-Pro, fortunately, I guess for him, hadn't rotated over there in that sense just yet. The moment, time is ticking, and this pace is very, very slow. Need to be found just yet, and there we go. Molotov will deny a lot of presence. 25 seconds on the clock, and NKT, time is dwindling for them. They know it's going to be a B take as the util comes through, and X-Pro playing the pixel peak, waits for his opportunity, and a great supporting flash. Westmelon and 9, a team flash catches Senzu, and Westmelon post up 10 seconds. All he has to do is deny the bomb, and surely he will be able to do so. Time is ticking, and it's a great couple of kills for him on the way out as well. 2 for him, 2 for X-Pro, 1 for Zaka, and it's a relatively clean round, all things considered, for Lynn Vision. NKT, no bomb plant, back to no money.
Such a simple 1-2 here. I mean, this is one that anybody watching could replicate, even in matchmaking. And at the pro level, the term we like to use is pre-plan. And a pre-plan is when you have like an agreement between 2 players about how you're going to react in a situation. So when those 2 are on the bomb site, they would have spoken to each other and said, what nades do you have left? What are we going to do if they pop in? And he says, I'll play coffins. Other one has the flashbang ready to go. I'll call the flashbang. And it's just small little things like that which separate a professional level team, a team that could actually compete for a conference spot here, and a lower-end team that might have the players, but not that team play. So it's a tiny thing, but it's a good indication that Lynn Vision are well-practiced and work very, very well together.
I learn something new from you every time I cast with you, Alan. Every time. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I think as you rightfully mentioned, for those at home, that is something you can set up in your MMs with no problems, right? It takes just the smallest amount of communication, right, to set yourself up, but it works wonders. It's very difficult as well when time is getting so thin. When they had 11 seconds to work with to get on the site and then post plot the bomb as well. There's no chance. It's not happening. Westman plays perfect. He knows he's got time as his best friend in that scenario. NKT, nothing for them. And of course, this buy as well, more of the same. It's not great. Full and half armors across the board and just a few pistols. They've prioritized nades, which is nice to see. Is it going to help them? Probably doubtfully.
A lot of util being expended by the CT side, so might not have the greatest amount come the late round. Same story again, 4 on A. And here's where the hit's going to come. Nelly, top balcony. Can't even take a duel. Yami assassinates him. Starry comes in with a nice 2k to at least keep us in an advantage. And a nice frag as well from Zaka. So it's looking fairly comfortable for the moment. There is a rifle recovered. And if they get overzealous, it could get scary. Not going to happen though. X-Pro finishes it off. So for a few seconds, looks a little bit hectic. But Lynn Vision streak up to up to 8 rounds. They got so much money in the bank. And as a reminder, guys, NKT's map pick. This is scary territory.
It is. This is... I'm not feeling good about this right now. Lynn Vision showing how dominant they really are. And the fact that they were able to, relatively okay, overcome rare atom of all teams. And now they're heading into NKT, in which is, in my eyes, a bit of a disparity in terms of the level they play at. Hey, I mean, this is already looking really, really good. And we were saying in the pre-show, Inferno feels like a win factor. It feels like if NKT want even a chance of taking anything here, they have to take their map pick. And safe to say, isn't looking too good right now. They're 6 rounds down. Their economy has been consistently in this horrible, harsh cycle where they never have any stability, and especially long-term as well. Yes, they've got a buy coming through. No AWP in the hands of Senzu to challenge that of Zaka, who's been given so much free reign with the big green. And an even scarier factor as well of your NKT is Starry, who was, you know, mechanically great, but at times a little bit quiet yesterday. He's firing on all cylinders.
And he's just a monster. Every time they come A, he gets 2. Just makes it impossible. Absolutely impossible to get into a good afterplant. They're being absolutely wrecked by a player in that position. Zaka, early take of banana. They've had free reign the whole half. Yeah. NKT have put up no contest. They're giving it every time. Only now are they starting to lay down some utility. But Lynn Vision have always been able to get in, set up, use their nades. It's never been uncomfortable. And I wonder if they're trying to change it up. They've got a few players here, but they're far from having control. Flashbang comes in, peeks in towards logs. But I don't think they know about Zaka. He's on the angle, missed shot. Shots exchanged, no damage. And actually NKT have taken a bit of control. So, bit of a different look to previous rounds.
Empo slows a little bit down off the back of it as well. Decent map control, spacing out. I mean, they got top banana control. They're kind of forcing those CTs to be a little bit on edge. But still, not really making a decision just yet. Bomb will be scooped up, and where does it posture over to? It is towards the A site, or at least momentarily. Util will be collected. It's looking like that's where they want to face. And to be perfectly honest, I'd probably make the argument against it. A rotation can come through off the back of the smoke as well from the B-side players, potentially even X-Pro. Just leaving Zaka and the AWP alone here. 30 seconds, time's ticking, Alan.
What's the call? Gonna be A. It's kind of surprised there's no rotation from the Lynn Vision guys as Westmalin stands on the pallet. He's got his 2 teammates tucked in the bomb site. Starry's in cold. Smoke is deployed in front of him to buy more space, and actually this is perfect because look at the time. Players have to commit through it. That is a madness on the flashbang from Shine. Bomb just gets planted before Nelly can dispatch of that one. And Urkas ready for the rotation. Nelly is between a rock and a hard place. He's going to hit the deck. And yeah, no rotation from Lynn Vision. Those players on the site were blindsided. And that, my friend, is the flashbang of the century as Yami came through the smoke.
Yeah, a lovely double for Yami. And that set the tone as well for the latter part of that round. Really well played from him. And of course, as you mentioned, that flashbang was sublime. Both players being caught up. And I guess you can maybe as well make an argument about spacing. You know, 3 players all tucked towards site is not exactly a dream. You'd probably want at least one over towards either Grave or Pick just to have a little bit of disparity in the positions. But they get cleaned up very easily. 1 flash is all it took. And unfortunately for Starry, he even really couldn't deliver himself. Rocking a hard place. Yeah, plays in towards Grave, plays on towards Balk, even short as well. Didn't know where to look. It's decided. Third on the board. NKT, better from them on their C side. More of the same. Can potentially see this off as a little bit less of an embarrassing first half in their own map pick. I mean, still a lot of work to be done, don't get me wrong. But the last kind of few rounds on the board, they could at least make this competitive going into their CT side. And a lot of teams do prefer the CT side. But actually, statistically speaking, this is the most even map in the pool. It's 50.2% CT-sided, which is, well, I guess a bit of a surprise to me, to be perfectly honest. 50.2% CT-sided in competitive play this year.
Ooh. Good kill. Could even almost guarantee it's going to flip T-sided now with the M4 change.
Yeah.
Be interested to see if that one comes in. Zaka tucks himself under the balcony. Smoker makes his way onto his side, as I guess they know the AWP is on that side of mid. It's a bit of control for NKT, but we're still so far from hitting a bomb site. We've got to collect that bomb, got to consider our options. Bit of a boost here as they're seeking out a player in pit, but Starry's nowhere to be seen. He's up on balcony. Cass is going to keep pressuring the issue, though, as he moves between the balconies. Silent jump. Makes it over, but is caught in transition. 2v4 now, and this is going to take a miracle. Unless Lynn XigN offer far too many fights, this shouldn't be possible.
No, I mean, Starry's been spotted, which I guess is better. It's better than nothing. XigN a slow performance individually for him. I don't really want to rest on his laurels as well. He knows there's one here, but Starry, it's just easy. Unfortunately, Senzu's slow performance continues, and a night is collected by Lynn XigN. 6-round lead built up. And hey, very little you can say from them on a negative note. The couple of rounds they've lost, I think it's more off the back of, well, individual stepping off for NKT and, I guess, mistakes for Lynn XigN, but realistically, you can't be too harsh over towards them. NKT, they just haven't really been, wide awake at the wheel. It's not exactly been a great showing on their T side, and heading into the last few rounds now, they need a miracle to even make this competitive on the way out.
Pistol round was egregious, but outside of that, it's been pretty plain sailing. Pretty plain sailing for Lynn XigN, and we're not even on their map pick. This is a map where NKT should be more comfortable, at least relative to some of the other maps in this pool. And that's the scary part for me. I've already got Ancient in the back of my mind, and thinking about this map pool, got Ancient, Nuke, they look so comfortable yesterday. Lynn XigN taking down potentially the best team in the entire region, including Australia. This is scary. This is a scary spot to be in. Maybe the pressure is already there. We're in a high caliber game now. Upper bracket final. Winner makes the grand final with a map advantage. Maybe starting to get to them, because I haven't seen anything yet that implies to me that NKT are going to be in this map. There's a trade, but there's still two guys here. There's still two people to clear out, and there's a lack of utility because there's no way they expect this. With the HP on these two remaining players on Banana, I don't think they want to face this whatsoever. This is going to be so difficult.
X-Ray Molotov as well. Surely 9. Just about surviving. Still 6 points of HP. Urcast, 15. They're going to fall away. I think they want to try and tempt and test those waters over towards the A site. They're still shark infested, though. As both Nelly and Starry, two of the scariest riflers in this server, are posted up there, and they'll post up as well. Easy work for Starry, looking for one as well. Head spotted, looks like the frag, and he will be dropped by Yami. It's Yami who's been the difference maker. They line up two, looking for 3 as well with Sign to deny. 2 versus 2, bomb will go down.
Oof. Maze even made it out of the bomb side is XigN. Oh, no. Still taking Jules. Big 1v2. Double headshots in a round that at many points look like Lynn XigN's to lose. Wow. They claw it back. NKT will take rounds anyway, where or how. And this is one of those. 4 on the board. They're still in the game. But my God, do they need to give XigN a raise because he saved them in that round.
Big time as well. I mean, Yami, again, a bit of credit to him, because for me, I think in terms of entries, he's been actually one of them. Someone who could contest Lynn XigN, which is not often you can say it in the region because of how good they've been looking so far this playoff. So credit to him, he's at least making it somewhat competitive in that sense. But yeah, XigN really stepped up when someone needed to. Or in the hands of Senzu. Hopefully, maybe he can break his curse with a slow performance in the penultimate round of the half. And Westmelon, he just wants the whole W. This could work against him or for him. Great first, and AK scooped up as well, and he's just punting around the smoke. He'll find one more. Westmelon, how does he keep getting away with this? No way he gets third here. Of course he will. This has been a brilliant, sublime banana take from him. A smoke to be dropped as well, and he's posted up looking for a 4th.
It's just like after the pistol round, isn't it? The moment NKT look comfortable, the moment they get a good round, the moment they're in a good position, it just gets taken out of their grasp. And they're left screaming and wailing. Westmelon, his teammate might fall by the wayside, but just generates a lot of magic here in Banana, and just too much to deal with. Wow. Across the board, there's no weak link in this Lynn XigN side. It's the same as we saw yesterday. They've got so much parity in their players, and that's their strength. Strength is in their unity. Only as strong as your weakest link, and Well, none of these guys looking very weak at the moment. NKT on their map pick might be just about to lose the first half, 4-11 on the most even map in the pool.
Yeah, this is it does make you extremely worried at the least. 10-4, and what is, you know, probably looking like it should be an 11th here. I mean, it's in the final round of the half, just pistols for them to bring with, and a couple of Mac 10s. And against this full by Lynn Vision, and not usually one to falter. And those rookie mistakes haven't been too common. And we've seen them creep in throughout the season, throughout playoffs a little bit for them. But for the most part, they're very solid. They're like Rare Atom. They're a little bit more calm and composed when it comes to the bigger scale. And on a more macro sense, it works out quite well for them. Flying out towards this A site into a short. X-Pro step up. Yami, though, once again on entries, doing not too bad. We'll find one. And then wrapping towards B. But Westmelon, he has all the information, and it should be 3 kills. Senzu will fall, looking for more as well. The AK post up to try and deny them, rotating in towards the side. It's messy, though, and he's making a meal of this, running out of ammo, and he'll be dropped, thankfully. Nelly's there to bail him out, and the bomb will be dropped.
This one's over. Bomb, CT spawn, it's going to be 11. It's most certainly going to be 11 for Lynn Vision. Made a couple of errors, but on the whole, a sensational half. Nelly surely primed to end this one. And indeed, 9 is going to hit the deck. What a opening first half in this upper bracket final from Lynn Vision. It feels like they've already taken down the Goliaths in Rare Adam. Maybe it's an easier road from here. And they're making it look so comfortable thus far. Can they convert this in a comfortable fashion going into that second half? We'll have to wait and see. But we're going to take a quick break.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. To say the least, it was a pretty good half for Lynn Vision. 11-4 on what is the most even map in the pool right now as they go towards their T side. And for NKT on their own map pick, it's safe to say I personally, Alan, I'm pretty worried about them. This series might be done quicker than we initially thought.
I think we need a pistol round win. To put it lightly. Yammy's in the cubby. And getting baited in. Flashbang comes over. 9 collected the first, and that flashbang is perfect. 3-man setup in exactly the right place at the right time. Flashbang couldn't have gone any better. And now this becomes near on impossible. Bomb is retrieved. But in a 2-on-5, all NKT needs to do is sit back and play together. They honestly need a few more players on A, I think. It's just Sensu on his own. But this should be plain sailing. I don't know how Lynn Vision find a route back into this round.
Same here. 2 versus 5. I mean, it's not exactly easy. So many angles to clear and 9 other ideas. That is a clean pistol round. Really well played from NKT. You said, Alan, we need a pistol round from them. And there it is. They've gifted you the conversation of now what we can have over towards Inferno. Potentially, them starting to get back into it. Great flash coming through. Allows all the success in towards top banana and over towards A. It's calm. It's composed. They wait for the opportunities. And they strike. Really well done. It means that for Lynn Vision. Well, it is a force buy in towards round number 17. It's not exactly comfortable, but like we were saying in towards that first half, it doesn't matter who takes the first one. It's about who takes his second round.
Yeah, and NKT can't make the same mistake again. They can't lose this round.
Yeah.
This is GG on this map at least. If this one falls by the wayside, a double apps setup from NKT. XigN on the right eye with that MP9 finds a nice kill. Untradeable, there's nobody nearby. As they try and sneak their way into Banana. Flashbang allows the first kill onto Yami. Resmo comes down. That flash is even better. We need one onto CT as Westmelon peeks wide. Urcast on location. And indeed, the nades are raining in. Bomb is going to get planted. There's an Org recovered onto X-Pro. And oh no, I think it's happening again. An unlosable round around. They couldn't lose if they wanted to win this game. It's starting to look almost impossible. 2-on-4. And NKT can't afford to lose in this fashion, and it's happened. Sensu's all that's remaining, and he has to be head in hands because that might just be the map.
Yeah, and Sensu, like, I don't want to beat a man while he's down, but he's not exactly had a great performance. He's got 2 kills so far, so for him, just keep the M4 over. I mean, it's better than nothing. Potentially even drop it over to your likes of your Yamis or your XigNs at the moments of brilliances. But you really do hate to see it, Alan. I mean, it's just a tough situation. Twice now, NKT have taken the pistol and lost the force buy. And it's the force buy that matters most. And you know what? Credit to Lynn Vision as well. They never drop their mental when they lose that pistol. They never seem to falter. And we saw it yesterday against Rare Atom. They won 1 out of 4 pistols. It wasn't exactly pretty for the Lynn Vision side. They really are just generally speaking, a weak pistol side. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't really ever seem to affect them. We saw it against Rare Atom yesterday. When it came to the rifle rounds, they were significantly better. And this is the same story here in towards this series, or this map so far. 12-5, a 7-round buffer built up for Lynn Vision. And they're on the home stretch now.
It might just be a force buy, but NKT needs to do serious damage here, if not win the round. If they let Lynn Vision have the same start as they did that first half, have 2 clean rounds and bank up cash, there's no hope of recovery. And Yami's going to open it up. Max 7, Swag 7 in the apartments. Smoke to block this B advance. As NKT look to buy even more time. And Lynn Vision, well, they're getting checked here. 4-on-5. They need to do a little bit of work to keep this one clean.
Sensu. He's very scared of the flank. He's going for a little check. Not going to spot too much. It's still just going to be a standard banana push it. So far, worked wonders. Yami and that Mag 7, not often you see it find success, but the fact that it has, all the more easier. Spam coming through. Sensu will find a kill, finally. Now things are starting to look a little bit dicey for Lynn Vision, because the 5-7 or cause problem with bomb dropped into the water. It's crumbling for the T side, or so I say. X-Pro and Zaka are combined, 2 versus 3.
I'm going to get planted. So many nades actually on the CT side. That spam is oh so close. Just a few too many coffins to penetrate to really do damage. XigN had a pretty great game so far. And this is a must-win retake. They've got to win this round, or it's going to come so difficult. And Zaka, ready as ever. X-Pro is going to finish it off. It wasn't clean. It wasn't perfect, but it doesn't matter because the buy is so bad in this round for NKT. And wow, they're just licking their wounds thinking, what could have been here? We got it so close.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a 5v2, Christ. That's even worse.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that it's made so expensive on top of it. I mean, I guess you can say for NKT, the silver linings, right? That Force by found some kills, which is nice, but again, it looked like a round that's unlosable. And you really struggle to look in a way and think of how things are going to pan out in a positive note over towards the NKT side. They're rushing mid, and they're rushing straight into X-Pro. Easy triple for him. Urkas finds a trade, but it means absolutely nothing. He's a consolation kills. This round's done. Dead in the water. Swing coming through. Starry knows all too well where you're set up. 14 beckoning. As Lynn Vision are just 2 speed bumps away from that smooth road of 16 on their opponent's map pick.
This is out of control. Wow. Dropping a 5v2.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, actually, there's been a lack of pauses here from NKT. You're losing hard. You should have had discussions about how to stem this tide. I know they had a couple, but I don't know. They need to put the brakes on in this game somewhere. And right now, we're 2 meters off going off the cliff. And it feels all too late. There is a buy here. Hopefully, they can get some work done. Just get their teeth into this series. Play a few gun rounds because this is Lynn Vision so close to winning this map, having their map pick to follow, and then a third in nuke where they're so strong. Wow, NKT have quite the mountain to climb. This is already feeling impossible.
Yeah, in my eyes, I just can't seem to think of a situation and a scope in which Lynn Vision individually fall off so much of the fact, and NKT find this form that we are yet to see from them. We have seen flash in the pan moments of brilliance, but that's all it is. Nothing consistent, nothing consecutive. The CT side, they've got a mammoth task. Post it up, though. One player making their way down towards Boiler. As Nine and Urkas will try and deny any presence in towards B, but it's Senzu steps up. The AWP needs to find form, and there it is at the very least. A bit of a confidence booster for him.
Love this angle. So hard to flash. And in fact, there aren't any flashes left. We're going in dry, boys. Urkas first take contact, but now 9 can get activated. Actually, Urkas doesn't live very long. Wow. What should have been a great setup is dispatched of immediately. Similar to the last round. 4-on-2 as that bomb gets planted. No kits for this CT side. And we're looking at NKT and saying, you can't drop the ball again. You going to save? Oh my lord. Impossible decision. 10 in a row would be required just to make overtime if they save this one. But they're taking it so slow. It's so slow. We're already down to 20 seconds remaining. And Senzu doesn't look like he's got the heart to go for this one. It is going to be the save. Lynn Vision, 10 chances on their opponent's map pick. And again from a deficit. It doesn't seem to matter if they lose opening picks. They just can't lose in this game at the moment. That seems to be the case.
Unstoppable. They really are. They just look so good right now. We credited them 15-5, 10-round lead, and I'm not even gonna try and play on copium and hopium as much as I love to do so. It's not happening. NKT, they have never got in this game. They've never been competitive on both the CT and T side, and what is the most even map in the pool in terms of how CT/T side it is. Look where we now stand. It's done. And to make matters all the more worse for NKT, it's not exactly like the buy's pretty as well. It's not exactly they've got the lifeline or the hope around that. They've got a triple MP9, a Mag 7 in the hands of Yami, which he got a kill with earlier. And Senzu's got a FAMAS. This game is dead. It's done.
Shouldn't be possible. Yami,
okay.
he does like the Mag 7. He's getting some work done, but as silver lining goes, this is a pretty slim one. And even despite the advantage, we've seen a couple lost in a row. I'm far from confident. That nade is nice. Starry's actually taken very, very low. Finished off in the end. So, well, it looks like this round will be converted. It looks like this first map is going to continue. But it's hard to take your eyes off the ultimate situation here that we're so far down. Retake's going to be required as this bomb's going to be planted soon. Nade onto that bomb site, actually. Do a lot of damage. Should be planted soon, but 4-on-2. Most certainly should expect a conversion here from NKT.
Zaka holding. 3P doesn't find the shot though. Post plant, the numbers don't favor them. That Molotov is ticking. Zaka will fall. Thought out the Westman in the clutch. He's been spotted as well. Surely, actually, this round's won, and it is. NKT live to see another day. I don't think it'll make a difference in the grand scheme, but at the very least, they can just chip away a couple of rounds away from the T side. It'll make this score look a little bit less embarrassing on their map pick. Of course, Money is flourishing over towards Lynn Visions. They're not even for a second worried. I think they'll be kicking themselves that their break in between the map hasn't started earlier. But money's flowing. A full buy will come through once again, but at least to be a little bit more competitive in towards round number 22. And to be perfectly honest, that's when Lynn Vision bring out their best work. I think when NKT have a little bit of a janky buy, their mentality changes. And, you know, Yami's aggressively looking for fights in that Mag 7, which he does fine, to be fair to him. In a full buy now, I think he'll just go back to a standard setup, and that's where, well, Lynn Vision seem to walk the walk.
Nades exchanged in banana. As they joust for control. Westmelon primed to go in on the flashbang. Takes a little bit of space. His Sensu is tagged up a tad by that Molotov. But yeah, looking at this scoreline, this is damage limitation. This is NKT getting back in the game before they go into 2 difficult maps to follow. It would be an unreal comeback if it happened, but I just can't see in what plane of reality that's possible. Lynn Vision was so solid yesterday. They were so solid against Rare Adam. As we mentioned, last few rounds, they're losing the opening pick consistently here, so they're definitely making it a little bit tricky for themselves as we get into these latter stages.
Yeah, they're not making it easy right now. I mean, still, it is, I guess, the earlier doors in this round. There's 50 seconds to work with, and we've seen them win so many from that man disadvantage. But, hey, there's a little bit of hopium and copium we can creep through. Sensu's low on HP. Of course, the AWP will just keep wielding that big green, and Zion will post up. I mean, for them, they don't need to do anything too overzealous right now. As I say, Zion's pushing forward. One flash, and he could be in a world of trouble. One base bottom. Westmelon swinging. Sensu will find. Off the back of that, Zion will step up to the plate and hit a home run. It's a great shot for him to deny X-Pro. Lynn Vision left down to 2. I think this round potentially is also done. Save calls come through.
Yeah, I think it's a fine save call. Zaka can drop an AK, still get nades. Starry can get nades. The other guys are fine for money if there's one drop. So it is the smart move. Play the long game here. There's no point trying to limit economy when you're already on map point, because you're never going to get bear the fruit of that. So yeah. There's done a long way to go. It's nice to just see some life from NKT. Honestly, it's been that dire a lot of these rounds. So I would like to see these players get back into the game. I'd love to see Sensu get a little bit warmer before we go into map 2, and yeah, at least give us some good individual rounds. I guess Yami's had a decent game. You can't fault him for how this is going as a team. So yeah, I'd love to see some of the individuals at least get warmed up before we get into the meat of the series and moving forwards.
Like, entry-wise, Yami's been really impressing me. I'm liking some of the work that he's been bringing out. Of course, I mean, yes, it's still a whole mountain to climb before we can even ever have a conversation about them being in this game. But for now, we can highlight him as someone who's been somewhat impressive. Doesn't matter what he works with as well. He's been a bit of a beast with the shotguns and saw what he could do with the Mag 7s. And of course, AK in hand, more the same. I think for now, Lynn Vision, rookie errors have been creeping through and they're becoming a little bit costly. Well, we'll tick down Westman. That's a bit of a sound cube as well over towards the CT side, but it's only Sensu here to meet. And he will find the first. Second time of asking him, can't step up. And another player spotted towards CT.
4-on-4. Different complexion to the last few rounds. As this time Lynn Vision are in a pretty good position. Full banana control, can apply pressure on that side of the map. And now they're thinking, let's retake mid. But NKT haven't moved. They're so committed to this side of the map despite not having banana and Starry's on the angle. That is disgusting from the young aimer. Wow, we've heard a lot of praise of this player, and that surely was the best example possible. Starry has decided this game's over, man. 3 straight headshots. Starry's putting them onto the second map.
Well, who's going to step up, of course? No issues for him. Starry, he's a wonder to watch at times as well. And the fact that he's so young as well. I mean, what a career he's got ahead of him. Cast, EWP, does he have any idea about any setup here? Probably not. One in towards Pit, one in towards Grave. No elevated angle from him, so he's just trying to shift walk his way forward. He does have a kit to work with, and a no-scope for a freebie on towards Zaka, but it's starting to see it off. A quad kill from him to close out the round, to close out the game, and on their opponent's map pick, there's only one winner. Lynn Vision, what a performance from start to finish. It was one-way traffic. I think Alan, this now sets up the series in a completely different light, this just being relatively quick, maybe.
Yeah, probably worth saying that if NKT certainly if they convert both pistol rounds and win those second rounds, this game has a very different complexion. Even if one of them they convert, maybe it's in the realms, but that was the nail.